what is a string, man? What is a string? So how does it will work? First thing, what is the definition of a string, man? What is the definition of a string? The definition of a string, we can able to simply call it as a group of characters. A group of characters. A string is a group of characters. Simply, we can call it as a string is nothing but a group of characters. We can call it as, and the storage representation of a string will be in the format of single dimensional array. Okay, and every string should be terminated using a delimiter, that is /0. Okay, that is automatically taken care by your compiler. Okay, once you define the string value, and there are two kind of things that you need to be make sure about it. If you're going to be creating the values of a string, then it is a mandatory thing that we need to manually put the null character. If not, that means you are going to assigning a value to a string variable, then your compiler will automatically take care about your null delimiter. Okay, no need to specify specifically. Right, the first thing here is so that is what the string man. See, as it is a single character, then we can able to call using a data type of char man. Okay, that should be quoted within a single quote. Right, so see, you can able to see here, as it is hello, HELLO, hello is nothing but a group of characters that we are going to be. This value is going to be put inside an double quotations, man, starting and as well as the ending double quotation. Between these double quotations, you need to write the string, man. It is a mandatory thing. Otherwise, it won't be considered to be as a string value. Okay, that is a mandatory thing that we need to go with. Right, and one more thing here is, first thing, and after the definition, then immediately we have to go for declaration. How to declare a string, man? Okay, so declaring a string is nothing but you can able to see the syntax here. First one is data type. The data type should be what, man? Char. Then next one here is, see, the next one here is the string name. Whatever the user defined name, variable name, we can able to define it. But as we said, as according to your definition, a string is nothing but a group of characters, we said, and it was going to, the storage representation should be in the format of one dimensional array. So if it is in one dimensional array, there is a mandatory thing that we need to specify the size also, because as it is a group of characters. So the thing, let us see a simple example here. I can able to say, see, if it is a single if you are trying to storing a single character, then we can able to give the syntax like, you can see that a single character. So what is the syntax? We can able to say char data type, char, and something some x or something like that, and using direct assignment, that is nothing but within the single code we can able to provide any kind of one single value. Okay, so this is how we can able to store a single character. But what we said, we are dealing with strings, man. So a group of characters that we need to be. So the same syntax that I'm going to following here, man. Okay, so let us take, I'm going to taking a variable name which is nothing but y here. Okay, then equal to, as it is a string, then group of characters. A single character is this one, but what did I said, man? Group of characters. So so if it is a string, then it is a mandatory thing that we need to specify with what, man? The value should be within the double quotes. So A, B, C, D, E, group of characters. Then immediately it has to end with the double quotes and with the semicolon. So what does it says, man? See, A, B, C, D, E. All right. See, A is holding a size of 1 byte, because as the character, each character is holding how many bytes, man? 1 byte. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So totally 5 bytes I am going to be occupying. Totally 5 bytes I am going to be occupying. See, totally 5 bytes I'm going to be occupying, man. Okay, so totally 5 bytes I'm going to be occupying. So this is how we are going to be assigned. First one, the declaration part is nothing but, so immediately, see, as it is a variable name, here also for storing the single character, we just using that X is the variable name. But here, as it is a string, it was trying to storing a group of characters. So I need to specify the size also. It is a mandatory thing. Okay, then, so including this, so totally how many characters we are going to storing? When totally 5 values, A, B, C, D, E, right? So totally 5 values plus including the null character, we have to store. So that means totally something 6 we have to write it here. Okay, otherwise the better option here is just remind empty. So that a partial without size initialization, man. Okay, without size initialization also it can able to store the values like in the format of, see, the index values, it was going to be stored with one is, the first one is 0 and the next one is 1 and the next one is 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and the next one is null character. So including the null character, we have to specify the size, man. Okay, if not, it will give you an error. See, the same syntax, the first one, I'm going to declaring it here is something like char. Oh shit. I said some Z of something. I said I'm just declaring some initialization, something 100 otherwise. Okay, this is what we call it as declaration, right? So this is what we call it as declaration. You can see that. So char string name is nothing but Z here now, and the size I'm going to specifying immediately follows with the semicolon. So this is what the syntax that we need to follow for declaring a string, right? So let us say once let us say I had been going with initializing a value, which is nothing but, so Z is equal to, then Z is equal to what we said, man. So initializing the value directly, that is nothing but something you can able to say GRIET otherwise, so that it can able to store in the format of like this one, man. So the first one is going to store with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fifth one is going to be stored with what, man? Null character. Okay, so that is how we can able to say that G has been stored in the location of 0 and R is going to be stored with the location of 1 and consecutive locations until it goes to n-1, which is nothing but this one. But we have to specify the size with some kind of, but actually it was going to be stored with null character in the 5th location. Okay, that was automatically taken care by our operating system itself, our C compiler itself. Okay, right. So let us see how this pictorial representation you can able to come to see the initialization. First one is declaration and the next one is initialization. So using that initialization, see, I said that char str6 is equal to hello. So immediately what will happen, HELLO, and that means 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, including what, man? Null character. So actually how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So totally 5 characters are there, but including the null character, what is the size that we have to specify, man? 6. Okay, so see, as per the runtime, it is a better way, so that